Well, to be honest, the longest part of the preparation of a Christmas cake nowadays is really the preparation of the tin. You take your tin and you take a roll of greaseproof paper or baking parchment. Now, to be honest, I prefer the baking parchment or else a good quality greaseproof paper, because if it's too thin or of an inferior quality, it's going to stick to the cake and you don't want that. So fold it over like so. Now, I like to have a double layer of greaseproof paper or baking parchment around my cake to protect it when it's baking, because fruit cakes do take a few hours to bake and ovens nowadays vary considerably. So it's always safer to have a double layer of protection around your fruit cake. So you just cut around now where we've marked out for the base of the tin, and then we just, now if you've marked it with a pen or a pencil, just cut inside the mark as we have there. Now there we have our double layer that fit into the base of the tin. Now the next stage, I'd keep that for doing base lining other tins, which we'll show you a little later on. But first of all, we're now going to, or secondly rather, we're going to line the sides of the tin. So you take a length of paper sufficient to go right around your cake tin, you cut it, and as I've said, we double layered the base of the tin. I'm going to treble layer the sides to give them proper protection. So we just fold the paper in three. So there's one layer, and then fold it over again. Now, having done that, the next stage is to put a little fold about an inch high, or an inch deep rather, right around the base of the paper, as you see. And you'll see what this is for in a moment. So just about a half an inch right around the base of the paper, on one side of the paper. Now, having done that, you take the edge of your board or your worktop, or indeed the door of the press will do, and just run the paper along the edge. And this is what we call, this is breaking the grain of the paper. So the paper will quickly work around or into the corners of square tins or round tins, as you see now. Into these, into that half-inch cut now, you put a snip about an inch apart with your scissors. And as I've said, this is the longest part of the preparation, but it is worth doing, so you do have a perfectly baked cake afterwards. Take out your base paper then, in with your new, and you see how that fits snugly into the tin. Edge down the pieces you've cut into, and in with your base paper. And there we have the tin ready for your fruit cake.